Ritz Ingram again. In my previous post, I mentioned the fact that I felt it was necessary for me to go back and say something to the players that I've coached in the past. I was never a rah-rah type coach, not a whole lot of pats on the back. Most of the time, after a game, I would just say, good job, and that was that. And I coach at a club or with a team for X amount of time, and then I would pack my stuff and move on to the next one. And I never really took the time to let players know, either postseason sometimes, and sometimes maybe not even after a game. The best they could get out of me was good job. And looking back over the time, it's fairly obvious to me now that I should have said more. I should have let them know what I was thinking. And whether you're a coach, a parent, a teacher, whatever, maybe you need to think about that. When was the last time you told somebody that is in your charge, that they did a really good job? Not just the casual, oh, nice job, good work, or whatever, but just take that player or that team aside and tell them what you really think. And a part of that also comes back to, while I was preparing this, I looked back and I saw a whole bunch of the team photos that I made, and I'd always tell the players when it was time to take a team picture, it's not about me, it's about you guys. And I wouldn't be in the picture. And now that I look back at those pictures, I realized that I not only cheated them, I cheated myself out of those memories. And I've posted a picture that sort of depicts that. It's like if you go to some great memorial location and you take a picture of that particular place, the statue or the view or whatever, and you're not in the picture, what good is the picture? You could take the picture off the internet, but you should want to be able to look back and say, hey, that was me. Or as a team or as a coach, I look back and say, hey, those were the kids that I coached back then. This was so-and-so and that was so-and-so. And the players, when they look back at it with their friends or their families, they can say, yeah, that was our team and that was our coach. And by my taking myself out of that picture, I sort of stole that from myself and from them. So that also goes back into this. So sometimes some of the things that I'm going to post in the next couple of weeks will include pictures of teams like the one I just did with the team that won the USOR championship. I don't remember many of the games, but I remember all the players. And I think it's the same for the players. And I should have taken the time back then to say that to them. And so that's what I'm going to be doing in these next few videos. I'll begin with, after that USOR championship, well, what did I do? Well, I was no longer in the military at some point, and somehow I made a connection with the German side of the house, and I wanted to work with some kids because I'd had so much fun with the group on post that I'd had, and that's how it got started. It began as just a typical, well, not typical because it wasn't typical by any means, with trying to have some kids from downtown, the German kids, come up and play with the kids on posts and stuff like that, and it expanded from there. But I'll say more about that as we go along. In this particular video, you'll see how that led to a basketball camp and how that basketball camp led to a pretty successful venture as a basketball club. And I'll be expanding on that and highlighting in the next couple of weeks, like I said, pictures and teams and individuals, and sort of letting them know that they did better than just a good job. hope that whetted your appetite and that you'll keep tuning in either here or on Facebook or maybe even on my website, which is RitzBBall.com, and keep up with what went on over the years. The second part of that is an invitation to see the stories behind many of these pictures and see that the concept of RitzBBall was really about more than just basketball. And you'll see that if you get a copy of It's the Coach's Fault. I've put a link on a page and you'll be able to see that, and hopefully it'll get you interested, and maybe you'll get a copy of the book and keep up with the pictures to go along with the stories. So see you next time.